Alright, y'all, to be completely honest, I'm tired. That's where a lot of people give up, and I'm not a lot of people. Okay, I have already studied my Bible. I'm in 1 Samuel, and I'm studying chapter 11. By the way, I'm using this cleanser, CeraVe, the hydrating cream to foam. I used to honestly have like oily skin, but now my skin has started to become drier, so had to switch it up. But I was studying chapter 11 of 1 Samuel, and a couple things stuck out to me. Number one, how Saul was passionate, like his anger towards God's people being mistreated and threatened, it burned. And that's how I want Jesus to cultivate a heart in me, where I have a no tolerance policy for injustice against his church. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. It's either the Amorites or Ammonites, but I thought about how they said like, oh, we'll be in service to you, or they tried to make a deal with them, a treaty with them. And it's like, what? Do y'all know who y'all are? Y'all are God's people. Like, come on now. I'm like, but in what ways do we do the same thing and try to like reason? That's what I'm looking for. In what ways do we try to reason with the enemy? And in what ways do we give over our authority to him? Because he needs an accomplice. He can't do anything in his own power. He needs you to deny Christ. And you may not say it with your mouth, oh, I don't love Jesus. But how often do we do it in our hearts? And so the Lord showed me like in ways that when I'm doubting the Lord, and I was like, Lord, I don't want to be halfway with you. And I'll probably read it again and see what else the Lord has to say. I'm closing my eyes, y'all, because I gotta get this mascara off here. I did not have the energy to do my skincare routine last night. My church has Sunday dinner for young adults, and I went for the first time. And then when I came back, I went to bed. This is what I have planned today.
You're about to witness Lauren preparing to bite off more than she can chew, although in her heart of hearts, she knew this would be too much for one day.
I need to review MCAT questions from Friday. Well, okay, I just have to do half because I reviewed half, so I have to finish the other half. Then I have a set of ChemPhys questions today. I have a call with one of my friends because we are planning a content day. I am a brand designer and brand strategist, and I took a big loss this month. It's June. Moisturizer, I'm using CeraVe, the CeraVe Intensive Moisturizing Lotion. As y'all can see, I'm out. Like, I'm trying to get out what I can, okay? But I took a big loss in my company this month, and I'm like not doing well. And I'm like trying to, what is happening? I'm just trying to get things back in order, back in shape. I also need to obviously review the questions that I'm going to take today. And then what else? Get some more of these locks out. So you guys will see my hair in a minute. I am in the process of taking out traditionals so that I can get micro locks. Sunscreen is Beauty of Joseon. Girl, I think I'm saying this wrong. Beauty of Joseon, child. It's the tinted sunscreen, and it's in the shade MY220. I've gotten like kind of darker, but I am a little neutral, so this isn't my exact shade, but it works. You need a sunscreen with iron or zinc oxide. I used to work in medical grade skincare. If you're in Philly, go to Serenity Aesthetics and Wellness, like shameless plug. I have PCOS, and Dr. Charles and the team like really recovered my skin. What else do I need to do today? Get some of these locks out. So I am planning to get micro locks soon because traditionals it's not, I do not like them anymore. I haven't liked them for a while. I have a lot of hair. I will add right here pictures of my density, my length, pre-locks, so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. This picture that is now going to come up on the screen is 150 something locks, but it doesn't look like that much. I got a retie. I did one myself, and then I got a retie professionally done, and that was it for me. Like, I already knew I wanted microlocks at that point. I was going to try to stick out this set, but I knew I wanted microlocks. But at that point, I'm like, yeah, let me just go ahead and make the plan. Now I need to do something with this hair. I've gotten down from 150 to 104. Today I'm gonna do it all up, and what I've done for the front, I had to get it out because it was like pulling, and I'm not about to not have no edges out here. I'm gonna bring the front out. I did this yesterday and I got so many compliments with it. Not that, you know, we do our hair for a compliment, but it's always nice when, if a lot of people are like, oh, that looks really good on you, like that kind of, I like that. The reason I have no intentions on going back to like loose natural hair, it's just even with now like detangling it as I go about taking it out, it just brings back all the memories of all the work required to keep my hair up, and I'm just not interested in that. I cannot imagine doing that like in medical school, and well, in a post-bac in medical school, even now, like as I'm prepping for the MCAT, like I can't imagine that. That song on Instagram, and the lady and her son, they do the video every week at the meeting. We gotta go, yeah. It's stuck in my head. I don't waste my time. I remember when I met you. It's stuck in my head. And they post a video like every Sunday with their outfits, and I love it. Like, I'm gonna flat twist the loose hair with the locks, but I'm gonna do it kind of gentle because, again, like, I don't want to pull on my edges. That was the whole point of me taking the ones out that were up here. And we can leave like a little piece out and add some water to it. A little decoration. Is that too long? I think it's cute. Okay, the hair is done, and I actually like it, like the pieces out, like stretched rather is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm ready for the day. Let me go to this library.
I get to the library and the microphone was not working, but I was telling you guys how my friend gifted me this laptop. She and I were randomly just talking about needing new tech one day, and the next morning she was like, the Holy Spirit put it on my heart to gift this to you. My PC was running on E, y'all. Like, it was breaking down. But the Lord knows what you need, and I had planned to like hustle for this. And I do not play about having my laptop stand. I cannot do the whole neck hurting, aching. No, I don't play those games. It's bulky, but it's worth it. I am in my mid-20s. I cannot afford the unnecessary neck pain. And I have my dry erase board for when I do my questions because I like to simulate testing conditions.
An hour later.
This was the aftermath of my ChemFist set. I ended up having really great improvement when I moved on to AAMC material. AAMC is the Association of American Medical Colleges, and they actually make the exam. UWorld is one of the third-party resources that most people use, and I was like wrapping up with UWorld at this point, moving on to AAMC. And I finished my CARS passage, and I felt like I was racing against the clock today. I got a 57%. I did one passage because I set it to 10 questions. And one passage can be anywhere between 5 to like 7 questions. I'll show you guys how I review my questions. Okay, so I have multiple sections for CARS passages in case I do like up to 4. And there's 3 different types of CARS questions: reasoning within the text, reasoning beyond the text, and comprehension. So if I get it right, I just put a check mark there. If I get it wrong, I put Y, and then I review this before I do CARS the next day. And this is where I review my science questions. I put the number and why I got it right or wrong. And then at night, I go back and review all of it. Switch my location because I don't like being in one spot like too long. When you take the exam, you're in the same building all day, same spot all day. For lunch, I just had tuna salad, and I actually like put salad with it. And then I have some apples and peanut butter. I don't know what accent that might be, but that's what I got. And I season my tuna salad with Old Bay, black pepper, onion powder, and basil. And I keep pushing. I'll typically eat it with like pita chips. But I recently had some dental work done, so I'm trying to be more careful.
2 hours later.
Alright, y'all. To be completely honest, I'm tired. As y'all can see, the location is a little different again. When I came back to the library after the call with my friend, first of all, it went really well. We're doing a content day tomorrow. I let her know what my vision is. I found on Instagram, I'm gonna have to look her name up, but it's Creative Collective something. I'll put it in the description or something. I think, is her name Carly? I can't remember anything in this current moment. Yeah, her name is Carly. And her business partner name is Lauren. Look at that, look at that. But I actually found her through the podcast app, the Apple Podcast app. I'm blinking because I'm tired. LOL, that's me pressing play on Hello Corey. I love her YouTube channel. But Carly from CD Creative Co. That's what it's called. I found her on Apple Podcasts, and I believe she is a believer too. She has a startup called Batched, where Batched will link you with a creator so that you can get your content done. I'm like, let me see. So I cannot talk right now. I'm so tired. She has, but this is a part of this, like, I'm not trying to put out just all this, the most perfect YouTube channel, the most perfect content. I just want to be myself. And this is me tired. Don't be knowing what I'm talking about, y'all. She has a batch day content day shot list. So my friend Asia and I went through this whole situation for our content day tomorrow. We blocked off a nice portion of the day. And after that, it's literally gonna be just like editing, scheduling, and then working on my portfolio. But today's not even done. Do not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has troubles of its own. And it's up to the Lord anyway. The day could go completely different than what I believe I have planned out. Still excited to, have something to look forward to. But right now, I need to get these questions reviewed. And when I am tired, I don't be wanting to finish, to be completely honest. That's where a lot of people give up. And I'm not a lot of people, okay? I'm one of God's kids. I'm one of his daughters. My dad's a king, and there is time for rest, but right now it's time to work. And I need to get these questions done. Hopefully when I come back, I am getting some locks out.
Reviewing them questions really pays off, because my very first exam was a 487, second one was a 491, and the one that I took the following week after this video was a 497. Still much work to be done, because I'm nowhere near the goal yet, but I'm excited. Also, I'd love to do a Q&A video, so you can ask any questions about anything in the comments, and as long as it ain't, too crazy, I'll answer.
Hopefully when I come back, I am getting some locks out.
I didn't get any locks out this particular day. I finished those questions and I chilled, but I will see y'all in the next video.